this week from the Black Abbey Brewing Company out of Nashville, Tennessee. We've got Leo the 10th, or Leo X. Sorry, Libby, a lot happened while I was trying to open this up. I apologize. Texted my sister's fiance happy birthday, and my phone changed it to happy broth day. Oh, every broth day is a happy day. Hello, Eric. We're hip hopping. We just started our beer review. Welcome in. Camp Rock. Anyways, Leo the 10th. Look at this paragraph below me that is used to describe Leo the 10th, or Leo X, but Leo the 10th. Let's get it poured out. It's in a tall can. It is 7%, so I might be sharing this one with Niltiak. We'll see how much I like it. Because this is one of those I bought because it had a label on it that said it was like well rated, or it was special or something. So I was like, I'll give it a try. But it's an IPA, and I'm not the hugest IPA guy, but we'll see if I like it. I can't tell by the smell if I'm going to like it or not. Oh, but it's very foamy. I'm trying to pour it as safe as I can, but the foam is taking over. Look at that. What the heck? Why is there so much foam in this guy? I mean, it'll settle out, but I want text-to-speech to be able to say lizard. Is that the new sound effect we need for channel points? Lizard has been all the rage lately. Well, I might be taking my time pouring this one, because it is certainly foamy. It smells good. Again, I can't tell if I'm going to like it just based on the smell. It kind of reminds me of like a very crisp APA, so I might like that. I guess while I'm waiting for this foam to settle, let's get the camera open and I can read the essay that's written about this beer. Just got to get the camera going for some reason. Oh, look at that. There we go. Wait to take a picture until it foams down a little bit. This is what Untappd has to say about Leo the 10th. Named for the Pope that excommunicated Martin Luther, which is like a wild thing to be like, I'm going to name a beer after this guy. Leo the 10th harks back to our early days as homebrewers. We combined our house Belgian yeast with American and English malts. German Magnum and Mandarina Bavaria hops joined forces with American Bravo and Citra hops to create a flavorful pineapple and orange juice forward beer. Yes, Eric, you did read that right. This beer is anti-Lutheran. This is a Catholic beer. For our 10th anniversary, we thought this was the perfect example of the beers we've loved making over the past 10 years. An ode to European-inspired American craft beer. Created, not made. Leo the 10th from the Black Abbey Brewing Company out of Nashville, Tennessee. All right, foam has died down a little bit. Let's pour a little more beer. I'm trying to be very gentle, so like we don't add so many more bubbles. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Okay, this tall can might not all fit in here at one go, but oh, doesn't that look pretty? Look at that. The foam is like busting over the top. I don't know why I said busting. Really don't know why I used the verb busting for that. Wow, look at how bubbly that is. That looks like a light up beer sign. FYI, I will not be here next week. Please do not cry without me. Are you saying please do not cry, like don't cry because you won't be here? Or you're saying if I'm going to cry, don't do it because you like to be here if I'm going to cry? Like you want to see me cry? Like which one is it? All right, let me get a picture of this one. Yes. Okay, good. Thank you for that clarification. Jeez, this guy is bubbling like crazy. Um, Not that we're about to talk about it, because I don't want to talk about it tonight. But Eric, I hope you are safe. I hope you're doing okay in your city. I hope you are doing well. That's all I'm gonna say. I want to make sure you're okay. Yeah. 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 Anyways, let's try this out. Let's have this beer. I'm loving how bubbly it is. It sounds like it's worse, Libby. Apparently there's a lot of bad crime. Okay, I'm not talking about it. We're not going to talk about it. Cheers, everybody. Wow, it's a lot sweeter than I thought it would be. When they say, pineapple and orange flavor or orange juice forward, yeah, I get that. I get that a lot. But there's also another flavor to it. I think it's probably because I'm drinking the foam that makes it taste a little weird. But there's something else, unless that is orange. Actually, that flavor might be orange. Gaggles of feral kids. Ugh. Gross. All right. Let's pour a little more. Well, I might have to drink down a little more. That's actually very pleasant. That's good. It said 30 IBU, which is how bitter the beer is, which is pretty low. 30 IBU is pretty low for an IPA. And I'm happy with that amount for this beer because it's not annoying to drink. It doesn't leave me feeling gross, which is a good barrier for me. It doesn't take much for me to like a beer. As long as I don't feel gross after drinking it, that's really all it takes. No, it's very tasty. It's crisp. The orange flavor is very good. It's kind of shocking because I'm not sure if I can really point to another IPA that I've had that is orange, but that's not like a smoothie sour IPA or like a pastry sour, like something really thick. Like, because I've had like smoothie IPAs like that before. But that's about the only time I feel like I've ever really had orange flavor in an IPA. Orange flavored beers, I guess I've had a few blood orange ones, and this kind of does taste blood orangey, but I don't know if I've ever had an orange IPA, and actually it's pretty good. My light is getting ever dimmer. Might be time to find a new one. Still looks good on the camera though. I miss bullying Miles for being a dirty little rat for drinking nasty IPA. Just Miles is a nasty, dirty little rat boy. And then just signed Libby with a heart. I'm sure he would appreciate that. Um, to say it's European inspired, I think is where I'm a little lost because I don't typically attribute IPAs to like European styled and European inspired beers. That doesn't really line up to me. Correct, Eric. Let's have a little more. The other thing too, and maybe it's because I haven't had any big sips yet, is it's hard to really tell that it's 7%. Europe is a big continent above Africa next to... Okay, now put that in relation to countries that I know of. Where does it relate to in terms of America? I'm joking. I know my geography. Come on. Don't make me do a geography quiz. I will. No, I know. What do you mean America's a continent, Libby? It's called North America. Duh. Plop into GeoGuessr right now. Here's the thing. Me and my coworker, we played a lot of GeoGuessr a couple months ago. We do actual work now, so we we don't play as much. But for a while there, like every day we would play GeoGuessr at the end of the day. We would play a specific map where it was always the capital city of your country, so we would just basically have to guess the country. We got pretty good at it. And I feel pretty confident that if I were to open that up right now, I have a pretty good chance of knowing what country we land in. Maybe that's something we do during the break. Anyways, okay, I had a couple more big sips. I really like how crisp this beer is. It's like very, very simple. And it's easy to drink. It doesn't hurt. Do the US one. No lie. So the like sister team of my team at work was playing GeoGuessr one day. And I walked in and they were like, "Matt, you play GeoGuessr. Do you know where we are?" And I like looked, and I kid you not, it was on the road that my dad and I would drive to work, that he still drives to work. The road that we would take to work every day and back when I was in college. And like we plopped down and I'm like, I know exactly to the point where this is. Outside of this little town in Wisconsin, I was like, I know this road. I've driven this road so many times. And it was right. And I was like, there's no way. I think they were just playing United States, but I was like, I've never gotten a location I've actually been to before until that one. Then we also got a ski resort one time, and it was the ski resort that I went to in Colorado back in March. And it was like the top, like by up one of their lodges. And I was like, I know where this, I saw the view and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is Loveland. Like I was just there. I love it when times like that happen because I just feel really smart. Like I'm a world traveler. Look at how perfectly level the bubbles are now with the beer. That looks like, because of how still it is now, because the light's really dim, that looks like a fake beer that someone like, you know, it's like silicone or it's acrylic. It's acrylic. That's what I meant. And it's like a light, like you'd put it on something and it'd light up. This Mountain Dew Kickstart be hitting. Uh-oh. Phony's about to bounce off the walls, everyone. Hang on. All right, I took a big sip. Honestly, I like it. I was nervous I wouldn't like it. This is the right amount of hops. I like the juicy, fruity flavors. I'm not getting too much pineapple, definitely orange. I guess like tart pineapple. Yeah. I like it a lot. It's really nice to drink. And it's boozy. It's super bubbly though, and I'm not sure why. It's like insanely bubbly. Upside down, bouncing off. What do you mean it be hitting if you're saying it doesn't do anything to you, Phony? Eric, we went out for Indian food a couple months ago, and I got, like, they added curry to their menu. Like, they normally have the same menu every time, and they're like, oh, we're going to do masaman curry this time, which I love. So I ordered it, and it was one of the spiciest things I've ever eaten. Like, I actually had to send it back because it was not enjoyable for me. And then, like, the server was like, so she, you know, didn't have a problem with it. She's like, I had a couple people in the kitchen try it, and they also said it was insanely spicy, so you're not alone. And I'm like, thank you. Tastes like an orange creamsicle. That sounds good. Sounds very good. All right, let's write up a beer review. Shall we? What is this one? Leo the 10th? Leo X. This one only has 250 ratings. It is a microbrewery out of Nashville. I just so happened to be at a Total Wine outside of Nashville. All right, let's write this up. Guys, speaking of going crazy with peppers, I made some pickles yesterday. Really good. Really good. I made a little jar of spicy pickles, but I didn't have a recipe for spicy pickles. And because I wanted to just make them in the fridge. Like, I didn't want to actually, like, take the time to make, like, the brining liquid. So, like, I just used the same liquid, but I just added chili flakes, and I added some, chili crisp oil to it, which, like, I realize is just more chili flakes, but they're good. They're not super spicy, but they're spicy enough. They're real solid. I ate quite a bit during lunch today. Because we have a lot of cucumbers right now. Also, we have so many zucchini. Oh my god. If Niltiak, can you send the photo into the Discord of the zucchini I got today? It is... I forgot before we left town on Saturday to, like, grab the zucchini and the squash from the garden. And I didn't do it yesterday because we got home and I was tired. And today there was just a monster of a zucchini growing in the garden. Like, insane. It's going to be really, really seedy inside. I just know it. Can anyone explain the weird-ass craze over Labubus? I don't understand it either, Libby. I really don't. I feel like it's just an LA thing, but I don't really get it. It's like Funko Pops, but creepier and worse. It's insanely bubbly and crisp. Love the sweet orange flavor. I love the sweet orange flavor, and it's hard to tell how strong this beer is. It has a great amount of bitterness. What's the word I'm looking for? Not satisfying. Is it satisfying? Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Oh, did you just send that to the oh. Yeah. Right, you sent it to our Frisbee team too. I was like, you did not send that to the Discord, but... Clean and drinkable. All right, let's put a number on this. Yeah, it's a big guy. It's a big guy. All right. What number do I want to give this? You know, as an IPA, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And I think I'm coming around to them. This might be up there with one of the better IPAs, one of the best IPAs I think I've ever had. All right, I think I've got my number because I said that. I think I've got my number. So let's see. smooth, citrus, orange, bubbly. All right. Everybody, here is what I have to say. I look like I've barely drank any of it, and that's what happens when I've got these tall cans of beer, is that you get like an extra third, even though it's just a pint, you get an extra third out of them. Here is what I have to say about Leo the 10th from the Black Abbey Brewing Company. I said, that's delightful. It's insanely bubbly and crisp. I love the sweet orange flavor, and it's hard to tell how strong this beer is. It has a great amount of bitterness from the blend of hops to remain clean and drinkable. Really impressed, just lovely. And I gave it a 4 out of 5. I said it was orange, citrus, smooth, crisp, and bubbly. Let's get it checked in. There we go. 250 different breweries. Is that what that said? Wow. That's pretty cool. Brewery Pioneer level 50. 250 different breweries. Nice. Pretty cool. What am I, level 50? Some of my friends are level 40. Waggy is level 100. Damn. All right. There you have it, everybody. Oh, what number was that? That is beer number 606. 606. We're 20 away from our big number. Alrighty. Well, thank you all for joining me for this week's Blues Brews Reviews. Tune in next week for another one. You know, if it's cool out, if it's not a blazing hot day here in Wisconsin, maybe I'll have that espresso stout. If not, it'll be something else. So tune in and see. We'll see you next time, everybody. Cheers.